What I thought I would do is just do a little recap of last week's trading. It was a wild ride. Tuesday, if you watched Tuesday's video, you know I almost blew up my account. I hit the daily max loss limit with Top Step of $1,000, where they shut you down for the day and you can't start trading until the next day, which technically starts at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time that evening. So what did I do? I got back in that evening, lost about another 350. So as of Tuesday, I was down. I was within about $750 of the max loss limit of $2,000 in my Top Step Combine account. Now I done blown one account, and I have a free reset that I got from watching Top Step TV. Watch their 100th episode. They were giving away some free resets during that episode, so I got one. But I'm determined. I had determined I was not going to use it, because in futures trading, you're going to have down days, whether it's done because you're an idiot like I was, or it's just one of those unavoidable things that happens in the futures market. So I decided I didn't want to do a reset. I was going to work my way back out. Well, as of Friday, if you watch the following videos, I had 3 green days after that, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all green. Best day was about 100, I think it was 115 points or something like that. But as of Friday, I didn't realize this when I was doing the video for Friday, but I looked at my account balance, and I'm over $50,000 back in my account. So I, I I worked myself out of that hole, and I got to thinking about it. Had I not blown my account Tuesday, I would probably, by the end of this upcoming week, I would be funded with Top Step. But starting all over. So it's been a wild ride, but uh, for now, I'm trading micros till I get down. It's not about right now. It's not about the money for me. I want to become a good trader. I'm not out looking for a comfy retirement where I'm picking up seashells on some seashore on some island somewhere in my old age. That's not for me. I belong to Jesus Christ, and I want to serve Him. And my passion is to see people get saved. Not spend my retirement years rich or whatever. You know, Jesus, He wasn't fond of money, but He had to use it, didn't He? Pay bills just like everybody else. He wasn't fond. Matter of fact, He had a lot to say about money in the Gospels. One of the things He says that I like to keep near and dear to my heart, He says, "What does it profit if a man gains the whole world and loses his own soul?" So it's not about the money for me. I want to keep the words of my Lord in mind as I'm doing this trading, but I want to become a good trader. I want to become good at it. And if you watch the videos, you know I'm still hammering out the strategies, stops, and holding on to trades longer and on. I made a lot of points in the market on the micros, a lot this week. I consider it to be a lot. 115, 70 something, and then 50 something, I believe, is the 3 days in points, which is pretty good. But I still had trouble holding on to my trades when I needed to hold on to my trades. And so I've switched charts. I switched to the hiken ashi charts. So I think they'll help me. And I didn't quite have my full understanding of the hiken ashi chart, which I used Friday down pat yet. I spent Friday night getting into it some more because I was trading without the wicks, and because wicks freaked me out. And I come to learn that the hiking ashi charts and wicks tell you a whole lot. And it's just a little bit hard to wrap my head around. A long wick on top of a green candle is a good thing. It doesn't mean reversal; it means continuation. Whereas a long wick on top of a regular candlestick often can mean a reversal's coming. So, and same for a long bottom wick on a down move. Red candle in the Hikinashi is a good thing. It means strengthen the move, not that it might reverse on you like it would with a regular candlestick. So I'm having a little hard time wrapping my head around that. But I back tested some other things. It's called the Hikinashi smoothing thing. It's an indicator that I got it for Thinkorswim, and I also put Super Trend on there to help me really to better time my entries and exits. I haven't used a Hikinashi Super smoothing chart yet. I plan on using it Monday first thing. Super trend, I'm not getting in and out just because it says buy and sell. I'm going to be looking at my hiken ashi candles. I'm going to be looking at my MACD, get some additional confirmation. But I think between all of this and the way I'm starting to understand how the hiken ashi chart works and the hiken ashi smoothing indicator works, I think at least I'm hoping, we're going to see, I'm going to record it. I'm hoping to be able to have better timed entries and hold on to my trades longer uh, in these trends. Even in a ranging market in the NASDAQ, in the NQ or MNQ, even a ranging market, you got trends because the ranges are so wide, you just got trends going up and down all the time, except for maybe the lunchtime chop or, yeah, the lunchtime chop or whatever. So I'm still hammering out the strategies. I did almost blow up my account Tuesday if you watched the Tuesday video, but Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday were really green days. I got involved in one parabolic move. That was fun. I seen it happen. I just threw a trade on and let her go. And it come right at the opportune time because I had just lost a trade right before that one. So I gained everything I lost back, about doubled it. Gained it, gained what I lost, and then made that amount too. So about doubled my loss on that one parabolic move. So I also played a gap. Had a gap played. It worked out real well on one of my videos. I show that gap trade, morning gap. I like the market open. I really do, especially if it gaps. Gap rules. If it gaps up, for me, it's 0.3%. I consider a valid gap for the NQ. 0.25% for the MES, but I'm staying out of the MES. I don't do well in that. I need volatility to do well. So get back to gap rules. Gap rules, the way I was taught when I was at Theo, is there's an imbalance in the market. And I'm not going to get all those technical details, but if it gaps up, more times than not, the market's going to continue moving in that direction, especially at least the first few minutes, and probably that morning at some time. If it gaps up, it's going to trend up through the morning at least. Might get the smiley or the frowny face, where it goes like this in the morning, goes up, and then comes down in the afternoon. Or if it gaps down, we might get the smiley face. The trend will continue down and then maybe come back up in the afternoon. That's how it works often, but especially those first few minutes, if it gaps up often, it will just rocket up sometimes, or sometimes it'll just steadily advance. And same with gap down, it will steadily go down. And the day I blew up my account, I had my eyes focused on the gap up that morning because it doesn't work all the time. You look at my Tuesday video, I talk about that gap up. So I had my eyes focused on that gap up, and I had my eyes focused on the point of control and the volume profile, thinking I had this gap up and the point of control and this little bounce. I just saw all in my mind that, hey, it's going to play that gap up. It never did. Nothing on that chart ever said go long. And I was doing the NQ contracts, two of them at the time, and that's why I just so quickly got stopped out by Top Step. But I've recovered all the way back. I've recovered the original count and then some. I haven't recovered everything I've lost yet, but I'm above the 50K mark. And that's a big plus to me. So I'm looking forward to next week to see how this strategy I'm hammering out using Super Trend and the hiken ashi charts and hiken ashi smoothing indicator. We'll see see if it helps me with better entries and to hold on my trades longer. It looks like at this point in time, I'm always subject to changing my mind, as you notice in my videos. I have this war going on in my mind all the time with my trades, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. But in my mind right now, I'm probably going to get funded with my Top Step through my Combine account, just trade micros. And next week, I also want to start practicing scaling in. Now, with the 50K account, you're allowed to trade up to 5 contracts, whether it's micros or the big boy NQ. Maximum 5 contracts. I'm trading with 3 right now. I get the easy money with 2, and then I have a runner. So next week, I'm going to start practicing because the information that these Heiken Ashi candles give on those candle wicks I'm thinking that, hey, if it looks right, the candle wick's right, and there's not on a green candle going up, and there's not much of a wick or any at all at the bottom, that means add a contract. And vice versa for the short. If there's a long wick on the bottom and no wick or a very small wick on top of the candle, you know, fade in with another contract. So that's what I really want to try and practice next week. I know at some point I need to get from the micros to the NQ because here I am doing 115 points, 75 points, 50 something points, and I'm getting it with the micros. But I'm doing it with multiple contracts. I'm not doing it with one, and I just can't see any way of trading more than one contract in the NQ with the limitations that Top Step puts on. Now, that's subject to change in the future if I figure it out. Right now, I haven't. But to get 115 points, I've done it. I've done it more than once, but it's all day trading for me unless I learn how to hold on these trades longer. And I don't want to trade all day. I would like to get done in the morning and just be done with it, and go on. I got other things to do, uh, especially with the Lord. I got a lot of learning from Him to do, and I got another channel, Blood Covenant channel. I'll leave a link in the below. Link below is where I focus on the Lord and on His scriptures and on His Word. So if any of you guys are interested in going and checking that out, that is a channel with no ads. I'm not about the money when it comes to the Lord at all. Period. This channel here, I put out tutorials and I'm doing this and entertainment stuff. I got ads. YouTube pays me a little. It's not enough to live on. But the other channel, I don't. I have a passion to see people get saved, and I don't want money to get in the way. I don't want them to ever be looking at me and saying he's just out for your money, out after your wallet. I don't want that to happen. So, well, God bless. I hope y'all enjoy this. If you do, how about leaving a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and use my Top Step link below if you're interested in checking out Top Step. It doesn't cost you anything, and you help support the channel. And I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.